Hello, everybody. Alright, let's see what we got. And you can just barely see the left logo. 50%. Alright, so good there. Unlimited frame rate, awesome. I don't think we'll need that. 3D resolution. Run the game at a lower fidelity and scale it to fit your screen. I have no idea, Anaya. Let's see. Story mode if you enjoy story over combat. Normal mode, standard mode for first playthrough, hard mode extra challenge, Supernova, that's a long list. Hardest difficulty and can only be selected at the start of the game, is recommended for advanced players. Adds the additional challenge to the game. If you reduce the difficulty below Supernova, you cannot re-enable it. Enemies have more health and deal more damage. You must eat, drink, and sleep to survive. Companions can die permanently, that's terrifying. Crippled body, limbs, and conditions can only be healed with bed rest. Weapons and armor work very poorly at 0 durability. You can only fast travel to your ship. You can only sleep inside your ship. You can only manually save while inside your ship and autosave at unlimited. So this is like hardcore Fallout New Vegas. We're going to do normal. Conversation subtitles on. Show Bark subtitles. Yeah, show cinematic subtitles? Absolutely. Text size. Try 5. Oh, that was quick load.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Colony ship Hope found drifting colonists unable to be revived. Hope to be left at edge of colony. Love it. Phineas Fairlane Wells, fugitive wanted by Halcyon Holdings for crimes against the colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
I feel like they saw Fallout 4's opening thing as like, we could do this so much better. And they're right. Okay, so you could be good at everything.
This one seems promisingly resistant to physical torture.
Alright, so let's actually take a look at what these do. Melee weapon damage amount you can carry. One-handed and two-handed melee. Heavy weapons block. Inspiration, intimidate. Affects melee attack speed and range weapon reload. So it affects one-handed melee. Handguns. Okay. Dodge, block, sneak, and lockpick. Long guns. Persuade, hack, medical, science, and determination. I might be a long guns kind of guy, so headshot and weak spot damage bonuses. Persuade, lie, intimidate, hack, science, and inspiration. Two-handed, lie, sneak, medical, engineering, determination. And Ken, you're making a character, you're just picking someone suited to your preference, which is really funny. Yeah, kinda. Alright, so we're going to... We're going to go in on persuasion and long gun sort of thing. Is my hold on it. So we're going to get 4 through there. We'll have strength and temperament be...
I hope you won't yell at me the moment I wake you up.
Oh, and you can go negative.
Must remember not to sneeze near you.
Tactical time dilation drain for movement is doubled. I think we'll keep it average so we won't have penalties. Silver tongue sniper. Yep, that's a very good word for it. A very good word for it, indeed. Hi.
If I can't save your body, I must at least save your brain.
Oh, he has comments for everything. Hang on.
You have an unnerving talent for reading people. You could get away with all sorts of illegal activity. If you were any more composed, you'd be a symphony. You'd need a navigational computer to find your temper. You've been commonly described as odious and boorish. Oh dear, your corrective lenses need corrective lenses. You're easily brainwashed. Glad I found you before the board did. I just hope your brain's quicker than your hands.
Alright, so we can stick one more slot somewhere. We'll do charm for that real silver tongue sniper affair. Dumb dialogue options unlocked with low intelligence. Yes.
I'll have to use smaller words around you.
But I'm gonna stick with high intelligence for this one. We can probably watch a YouTube supercut of like the Outer Worlds low intelligence things. Oh, and it's point buy for the skills. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so let's look at all of them.
Good. I need someone who can smack a little sense into this colony.
Oh, you're choosing your types of skills that you're gonna invest in.
You would have made outpost administrator within a year. A crack shot. Capital. You're going to be hard to kill, though not from lack of trying. Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities.
I'm not even reading right now, I'm just listening to him talk.
You certainly know your way around a MacBic. Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab. Like barking orders? Good. We're used to being bossed around.
Okay, now let's actually read what the skills do. Melee. Each point melee increases damage up to 50 points each. After 50, you can specialize by adding points directly to it. Okay, so we're going to ignore that for now. Power, sweep, attack, CT, location, hits. Okay, not interested. Long gun critical damage. Long gun's headshot, weak spot damage plus Deadly focus, no weapon sway after 5 seconds after each kill. And long gun critical hits ignore 100% of armor. Yes, please. Yeah, that seems good. Dodge and block seem fairly interesting, but not going to be working with that. Persuade. Humans have a 20% chance to cower in fear after the first time you hit them. Cower. Cower targets armor. And when a human cowers, you gain armor. Okay. Automechanical slowly attack each other instead of you with a scramble. Interesting. Creatures become terrified and flee. So if they're not cowering, they might flee instead. Sneak. Attack unaware humans while crouched to deal bonus damage. Interesting. So you need to have 20 in sneak to do that. Okay. Hack. Unlock the ability to sell goods to vending machines. Restricted items. Hack automechanicals. Detection range and that. Doors requiring 1 mag pick to unlock are free to open. Find more bits. I'm going to guess that's money. See what's inside with a lockpick preview. Speed is up to nearly instant, and find pristine item chance plus 100%. And then medical, let's see. Drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Who knows what that means? Oh, science, here we go. Tinker with weapons and armor. Hell yes, we're going to want to tinker with that shit. Tinkering costs down, corrosion down, engineering, repair weapons and armor, break it down to extract mods. Okay. Order companions to do special attacks. That's companionship stuff. And determination. Okay, so I think very clearly what I'm going to be doing is ranged and dialogue.
Captured, I'll let you do the talking.
Okay. Aptitude. This feels like perks. Let's see. The inhaler would be like post grab, just stick whatever the hell you want. Alright, so colonist sounds like a nice entry-level career for a person of your skills. Termination up. Beverage service technician, drink effect plus. Bureaucrat block. Cashier, subgrade, non-supervisory. No transactions finished without a smile. Left for the kachink of a bit cartridge, getting inserted right side up. Redemption loyalty points, the promise of a good day. Come back real soon. Bye-bye now. Are more than empty words. Nope, they're empty words to me. Fuck that. Instruction electrician class. Wire spooler. Engineering plus seems good. Though, to be fair, science... Can we go back? Are the... Yeah, these are specific skills. These aren't... Dirt farmer, food additive tester. Safety inspector. Sous chef. Interesting. I'm torn between engineering and... What was the other one? Oh, maybe... Nope, not persuade. That's what I'm going for, but scientist assistant level 0 class A. You've cleaned out enough test tubes to develop a keen instinct for what goes on and the why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leavings of failed experiments, but that's just part of the job. Even if you can't unsee what happens in the lab, you can at least learn from the mistakes and enjoy some colorful nightmares.
I wonder what experiments you were subjected to.
I personally prefer a heavy swing hammer build, but hey, to each their own. Also keep in mind you can have 2 companions with you at a time. Good for left triangle. So you have more varied option lineup. No romance option in the game, though. Rip. Alright. Off the bat, already given me a very nice looking gal. And very interesting how similar the guy looks. And I love that, actually. I'm thinking phase 3. Oh, 5 is a contender. Yeah, we're gonna go back to 5. Build off that. 3. 3's better. Nice tan, darker complexion. God, we could have gold eyes. Fuck, that's cool. God, all of these fuck so hard. All these are so cool, but gold eyes just fucking gets me for some reason. So brow, should keep that there. A little more vertical, perhaps. Yeah. Nah, they need to be where they were in their sockets, I think. Everything else about this guy is fine, except the hair. I do want to try the different hair. Skin fade. Okay, alright. I mean, that's realistic, so 5 is a good fallback. But let's see what we got here. Got some crazy options. Like a lot of them very effeminate, which is interesting. Okay, male styles in the back. It's understandable. So you could go with this kind of character. Or we could keep it, like, smooth type. I'm honestly feeling maybe a little of this. Long-haired gent. I'm gonna roll with that and we'll see how it feels with the hair color. God, it is a techno dance rave in this man's hair. That seems pretty cool. Eyebrow style. There are ones with etchings in them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll do that. Sure. Ooh. Facial hair's tempting, not gonna lie. Alright, so 8 is pretty cool. 7's not, or 5's not bad. Okay, so let's see. I kind of like 5. Kind of like 7. Also 8's pretty good. Think I like 8 a little better than 7. So we're gonna run with it. What color did I have? Is it 23? I feel like we should match. Match the beard and the hair. Makeup. This is already a lot. Ooh, and you get some scars and cuts in there. Some bruising. It's a shame you can't do, like, freckles and bruising. I'm gonna stick with freckles for right now and see what dirt options we get. I think I'll stick to 1. I love the look of 2. I'm not even gonna, or not 2, 3. Not even gonna lie to you. I don't even see where that one is. Might be covered by the beard. Yeah, we're gonna do 3. And age. Wow, that's interesting. A little age. Just a little bit. Okay. What is your name? Spacer's Choice is dying to meet you. Assassin Jack. Alright. This is me.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
This guy just stole a person.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Bootlickers. Ooh.
Initiate skip jump.
Terra 2, orbiting laboratory, Halcyon system. Oh, we got fried something good.
Shit.
Hi.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Okay. So I do actually understand the physics of what's being talked about. When you're cryogenically frozen.
You hear me?
Oh,
Is this thing working?
okay, hang on.
There you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, we're making Planetfall. Suddenly I'm a little scared of all the things he was welding welding shut. We're gonna have to kick the hatch. Kick ourselves out. Nope, no kicking today.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Rip Hawthorne.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Very
I'm
cool
sure
Lorax
I trusted
plants.
the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
So I'm gonna pause just to finish the thought. So when you get cryogenically frozen, oh, that's a look. One of the biggest problems is that all the water in your cells freezes, and when it freezes irregularly and punctures the cell walls. So when you're thawed out, what happens is that just as he said, like, cells explode. But what really happens is that your cells collapse. One of the theorized ways to kind of help this along is glycerin, in order to help water break down and freeze in small bits in order to pass through the cell walls. But yeah, your glass full of water freezes and it's bad. So anyways, that's all I'm going to go into about the physics of cryogenics, because it's... Oh! Jumping feels nice. The reticle feels very low for some reason. Feels like it's on, like, a bottom third. But, okay. I'll probably get used to it. Did I look at Hawthorne? He's dead! Yes, I looked at Hawthorne. Was there something that I was supposed to... Autumn, I don't know if you were here for this. I don't know if there was more I was supposed to be taking from this, but yes, I was looking at him during this. Hang on. Is there... UI, hang on. Here. I'll take the reticle off for the time being. I'll be honest. Feels much better. We can run. Crouch to sneak. Use tall grass, rocks, and other cover to hide from enemies. Hey, Adam. Thank you very much for the prime. So what am I hiding from, precisely? Those things. Okay, yeah, they look like they could crush my skull like a rock. The awareness meter overhead tells if they're unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted. I don't know if that was a side effect. That feels like some psycho humbo jumbo bullshit. It seems plot important. Well, before we get a weapon, we have to do the obligatory sneaking around. Ow. Okay, that's my inhaler. Fucking jam that shit into my face then.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
Medical 5. Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
I love using skills in conversation. It's one of the best things about New Vegas. How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me about where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm off. Okay.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
God damn it, my ears! Sorry, little guy. Sprat hide. Okay. Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. TDT. Okay. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. The TDT meter slowly refreshes over time. Okay. I'm guessing it's that purple meter right there. Big cartridges and piecemeal mining helmet. A sentry saber. Okay. You have a new item. View it in your inventory. Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by navigating to the weapon, selecting the slot at the top of the screen. You can also inspect your weapons, compare, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on the screen as well. Take care of your TNL weapons. They'll take care of your enemies. Okay. Sentry Saber, Spacer's Choice. Ooh, okay, hang on. Mag Pick. Zero G Brew, Tarmac and Cheese. Mock Apple. Bunch of nanners. More Mag Picks for opening locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break open computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it'll take. Raising your skill will lower the amount of numbers of items used and speed up the process. Okay, so I need 5 skill and 4 picks to get into this box. There wasn't another pick around, is there? Doesn't seem like it, so I'll just have to keep that in mind. I know there was at least one skill that was like, hey. Okay, well. Already, loving the gunplay. Probably should. Yeah. There was this other ridgeline here. Let's see what's up here. Seems like a tactically stealthy way to get a drop on the enemies. Okay. I also think there's one more enemy that I didn't loot. We'll see what we can grab off them. If we can find them, that is. Seems like we can't. Oh well. Okay, so why is the quick swap button? These guys don't seem like marauders.
What in the blazes? Where'd you come from? Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard I found a teammate holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. Helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Bet you could get those marauders to tell you who the owner of that ship is.
You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Fucking laminated. Oh, they're helping. Sick. Not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. How's it going, Aunt Phony? I'm gonna be picking up all the loot I can get a hold of. I thought there was a guy over here, but guess not. This guy been tapped? Yeah, he's been tapped. I already tapped that guy. Cool. Now do I start blasting them? What's...
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
So, we are starting a brand new file, as it were.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Okay, sheesh.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to misappropriate anything.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jetstream procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're on the ground.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Wild. Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Your captain's a red smear in my escape pod. He's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Loud and clear. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time.
Understood.
This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
This is going to be a complex conversation with the lady outside, but okay. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay, we leveled up. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill improves all specialized skills in that group up to 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but unlock bonuses every 20 points, as we've seen. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks, and skills pass with bonus effects, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. You've been promoted. Go up a level, character ledger. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, and gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling, you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay, so let's see perks first. Every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Okay. Let's take a look. So this is tier 1, and I need to pick at least 5 in order to get to a new level. So base health, tactical time dilation max, damage when alone for a lone wolf, Strider up walk speed, up sprint speed, down weapon and durability loss, companion crit chance, base armor rating, additional ammo stock on vendors and general stock. That seems good. Carrying capacity. I'm a bitch for hoarding, so there's that. Unlikely to leave fast travel when encumbered. Plus 50 XP from companion kills. Or down with vendor prices. Oh, I'm sorry, Dork. I thought you said that gambler's insurance and such was something you would never need. I did mention, after all, aside from the addition of certain text changes, that there would be some additional notable changes. And I quit gambling forever. I mean, come on, man. It's only at 75 or higher. You will never see me. Okay. Alright, look. One of the things I have been... Let's put it this way. I am going to change it. I'll be real. I mostly wanted to just see that reaction. I thought you were going to realize that it happened during the actual... the control stream. Because that's when I changed it. But... Here. Also, fast traveling while over encumbered, that's what you want first. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So here's what I'm going to say as far as preferences for gambling. You're going to lose under a 50. You're going to double 76 to 98 and triple on a 99 to 100. But I am going to put it so that 51 to 75, you're just going to get your money back. I am trying to see if there's a custom way to do that. Otherwise, I'll just double it again at 51 to 75. But that feels fair, I believe. Especially because you can't go into the 0.5s or negatives. You have to be whole integers with this bitch. Apologies, just changing something on... Alright. It's a bit lengthy what I've just done, but... Alright. Where is... Here it is. Fast travel when encumbered. Cool. All changes will be lost. No? Oh, apply. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, so here are my stats. I have gone for what I will generously call a Silver Tongue sniper build. So we have gone mostly into ranged and dialogue with some amounts of tech and stealth here. It's interesting that if you're so low on sneak, you don't actually deal bonus damage for sneak attacks. So it's interesting. It's kind of cool. Tech is up because of the hibernation suit. Yeah, horse space Jesus. That's true. If I put both points into... Okay, I have 10 total. And they all go into the tree, as far as that's concerned. So, I'm going to do 2 there to get Lion Intimidate up to 25, because that's a pretty common threshold, I think. Though 20 is really what we want to hit. We've got Hack. Requiring 1 map pick to unlock are free to open. That feels pretty good to aim towards lockpick, so I'm gonna put into stealth, and that way next level we can get 3 more, so sneak attacks actually matter. This feels right. This feels good. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Okay. There wasn't anything here. Anyways. So now the ship is ours. So we can actually take a look without having to... Alright, so here's a question. It says 3 out of 2. If I pick this lock, does that mean that I expend the 2 immediately? Or is it like a... You know, do I have to constantly be finding mag picks, or is it like, whatever?
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, modify weapons armor, keeping it all combat ready and in tip-top shape. Select the armor you want to work on, choose what you want to do, repair, break it down for parts, modify with a mod or tinker to upgrade it. So, light pistol. We also have a sawed-off shotgun. Its condition is 5%. Good thing I looked. How much would it take to repair this? Your repair parts, -3, so I have insufficient. Okay. So I'd need to break down maybe one of these swords. And then use that to repair the shotgun if I so wanted. Which I think I do. The other sabers will keep on us to see what we can do with it, but we also want to make sure it's equipped. Cool. We have a shotgun now. And we have a workbench to work on. Very nice. Alright. Let's see what's over here.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Vocational competence respecification machine. Choosing a respec refunds all your spent kit skill and perk points, and you can spend them in a different way. The price to respec will increase each time you use the machine. That was weird. The button didn't actually appear.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
Thank you, Ada.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Man, someone was playing like space Chinese checkers or some shit. Or Go. Gourmet salt tuna fillets. Salt tuna special blend of herbs, spices, packed in oil, loaded with sodium. Base health plus 25%, last 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna leave that in the fridge. I don't know that I need that necessarily. But all...
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
But we might have some crew come aboard the Unreliable. Alright, let's make sure we save here, because we haven't yet. God. And let's have the awkward conversation that we are the ship's owner.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Well, that's a nice and easy way to lie. It's very easy to lie compared to just telling the truth. Who knew? Edgewater, huh? Alright. I am leading my shots way too much. Jesus. Resident. Okay. But yeah, Naya's right. Lying has been very useful to me so far. I also can see that my health is very slowly regenerating, so that's nice. So here's what I'm gonna say, is that my story is that I'm a safety inspector and the power regulator needs to be put on that ship, and I'm gonna try and find one. For safety.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hi, Silas.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not one?
You talk too pretty for a Marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. Are you offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I could do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find him?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Something else I wanted to ask you? Oh, gee. Must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. Oh, okay. I took that way wrong. You lose a lot of people to Marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
What are they after? Or if you've got a Marauder problem, I can take care of it.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. Pays for Marauders by the finger.
So, what are they after?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those Marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, the company's gonna duck my pay.
I see. They want graves open for some reason.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Are you not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
So how long have you been a gravedigger?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life. Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
That's all for now. Alright, we got a couple of jobs already. Are we going to learn how to put this weapon away, or am I going to be accosted as soon as we get into town? Edgewater discovered. Hell yeah. Okay, so... First thing. Botched, none botched. Let's try for a small grave matter.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow.
Want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You're some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
You told me everything. How long do you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that.
God.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I've got some questions.
Do what I can.
I assume there's guards to this medicine.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
Are you going to be a Spacer's Choice man, Jack? I didn't know that this was going to be like a faction type thing. I'm just looking for work. Will you tell me about the Marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
I'm not going to ask why can't you buy medicine. Well, I'll ask.
I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I could tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Alright, I'll leave you be. I'm going to save here. I'm going to not oblige him with my haste. However, we can return... But?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something, and you're saying it's psychosomatic.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
And what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about what I shouldn't worry about.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for the trouble. Can he match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
I'll certainly think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
I love it! I love it! God, I missed this storytelling. Oh. God, Obsidian does it so well. I miss this so much.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Nothing I can do about that.
Okay. Let's go try and continue collecting on the grave matter stuff. One's in the cannery. This is pretty far below where I expected to be.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice, unfortunately.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
And let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help me.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Okay.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
I can't help but notice the mostly abandoned. Yeah, there we go.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
This is a strange. If you solve your deserter problem, charge with it.
No, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
They must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand.
I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, let's get going. Companions. An achievement unlocked. Best friend. You get a companion. They're characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. They provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. And you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Okay. I'll be honest. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. Where are these dependencies? Anyways, we did a lot, and now Parvati is coming with us.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
So yeah, by the way, Phyllis Granger, still need to talk with them.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
He didn't strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Did you know this Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
How well did you know the deserters in general?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if we can get out to her.
Can't blame anyone for wanting to leave.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. Where would I find him? At the church?
mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
And what do we want to talk to him about?
How about if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright? Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Good stuff. Hey, there's... By the way, someone needs to pay a bill. Hi, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Guessing you're the foreman?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Graveside fees here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
It's so good that there's a checklist that the checks disappear, so you see just what you have left.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
It's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Should he shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Wouldn't that be a hell of a way? Ugh. Try to kill yourself, misfire.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Oh my god. Can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
What if you didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
We'll let you get back to work. Holy fuck! There's a lot more to be said here. In what? Collect fees over... There's like an entire story of a guy who died, and yet they're like, by the way, here's how death and suicide works in this fucked up town.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got it.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sturdy stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Alright.
Wish we had some better rations.
Gonna collect what we can from in town. Barber shop.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Hi, Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Oh, you bleach your hair.
Recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can see your roots. I can show you these hands. I will go to the church, I promise, Autumn. I'm doing things sequentially as best I can. Show you these hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Isn't it internment?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burial, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Unfortunately, it does not.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care. Pay up. Very loose definition of prosperity. Some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. Or don't be so hard on yourself. Oh my fuck. Bullet. Kind of loose. Second bullet. Empty chamber. He ain't having it. I'm gonna try and go gentle because I imagine there might be something I can do for Conrad.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Let's give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
So how does that update the quest? Hang on. Also, let's... Oh. I mean, I guess. With that helmet. Anyways. Conrad says he can afford to pay his fees. Might be worth mentioning this to Silas. Okay, so we'll talk to Silas, see if there's anything that would be worth collecting on. He might be just putting a lien on your business. Can hide helmet gameplay. Thank you. Alright, hang on. Out here is the thing. We're going to the church. Right? Okay. So...
Had your rations yet?
There. I was gonna say, this feels better than Cyberpunk 2077, I'll be real. Botanical lab? No. Ah!
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hi, Vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Before wanted me to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and lived beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, knocked in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would it be after a banned heretical book?
Just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Huh. I'll need to know a little bit more about the book.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here. Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Haven't found it yet.
Please get it.
Can you care to tell me why?
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why a collector would desire to possess such a rare book. Because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony. Appreciation of the written word outside monthly periodicals is virtually unknown here.
So, what kind of spiritual advice do you offer?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Oh, I was actually asking what your religion was about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
What does OSI stand for? Just...
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
Scientology, got it. How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, religion?
Don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Got it. Cool. So what's your part in all this?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Seems pretty heretical, or unlikely.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
I just thought of something else I need to be doing right now. Okay, bye. Interesting. Bit twisted, but interesting.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Alright. Let's check what we have for quests right now. Got quite a few. So I need to collect Ludwig. That would he be on the landing pad. We need to grab the book. We need to get the cache of Enthrallison and give it to either Abernathy or Esther. And then we need to go to the geothermal plant. Okay, so let's try to wrap up the grave matter. Yeah, it sounds like it's somewhere between like Catholicism and Scientology. Though to be fair, I don't know if Scientology just wholly envelops what's going on there. Hi.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Hi.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
So what are you talking about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I'm made of lies. Am I a mechanical?
Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw. Few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Hell yeah. Bit cartridges, 75. What do you need?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
A couple pointers, please.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Got it. Cool. I'll let you be. It's about all I need. Alright, so... First off, can we just circle round? We're outside of Edgewater now. Do we have to... Yeah, I was gonna say, we could just circle around it easily enough. Which is very nice. talk to Silas. We got 3 of the 4. But there's a problem with one of them.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What you talking about, guys?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Pavarti.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
About the fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Just get bought on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on it. Maybe check his back room.
Extortion. Like it. Take a look. There's no... I'm not going to be asking disbelief. Are you talking about extortion? Yes, we're talking about extortion. Mantisaur examined. That's a thing. That's a thing that probably exists in this world. Oh, God. Alright, hang on. Save. Back room. There's a guard here. There's a scientist here. Conrad, receptionist, shot himself. This is bad. Oh! This is Eugene. Huh. Nobody's the wiser. Don't talk to me at all. Give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
It's actually pretty good compared to, like, seeing the situation he's in. But I know about Eugene wanting to use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees.
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told he killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
so the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Goodbye. Level 3! Such a raucous chorus after after that shit. If I back out now, can I sign them later? Hell yeah, I can. I'll sign them when I feel I need them. If he was given proper treatment for plague, he wouldn't have OD'd to begin with. I mean, I don't know that we... God, Manted Queen. Okay, fuck. Ugh. Okay. Well. I feel like I want to avoid loading screens. Or get a 3080 so I have to look at them even less. Here's the fees you wanted.
Trouble?
Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Hoping for something more tangible if possible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Bit cartridges. Abernathy trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced she knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
That's all for now. If enemies are hostile but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. The people of Halcyon have short memories. Alright, let's do die, robot. Some kind of enemies around. They in the building? Must be. Energy cell, shiny servo, and armor parts. Okay. This is really like a brisk jog away from where that guy gave me the quest, huh? Well, it's been dealt with.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Let you know if I find it.
Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Okay. By the way, I just remembered that I did want to at least upgrade stealth so my sneak attacks can deal bonus damage. Oh, and lockpick is up because of Pavardi. I feel like it's just a Ludwig thing, personally. I feel like that is all Luddy right there. Hammond's Cower, Scramble. Okay, so we'll apply the 3. So now sneak attacks actually do the sneaky thing. Die robot, find Ludwig's secret weapon. It's in the cantina somewhere. That is not a cannon. That is... I know what cannons are. I know the definition. That is too much teeth for a cannon.
You're not a big drinker, are you? Got it. Heads down.
Okay, what is a secret weapon? Carrier's bundle discovered near latrine in the Edgewater Cantina. If found, please return to Ludwig Miller at the landing pad. Thanks. Okay. Crunchy. Oh my god. That is without a doubt the most realistic ankle sound of crunch I have ever heard in all the games where we have done this. Ow, my ankles is represented hard in this game.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Found the package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand bolts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So how do I use it exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about it. I've already got a passcode.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
Pavardi, is that something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater's in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to your memory.
Thanks, I guess. Weapon mod. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Yeah, this guy just seems nuts. Select anything you want to upgrade, type of mod, pick the mod, and install. Both weapons and armor can be modded. They can't be removed once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. Okay, I'm definitely modding the shotgun then. Oh. The impact hammer. Well, it already has a thing on it. Alright, so we want to modify mag to zap. Changes it to shock. I think I would rather just go with the impact hammer instead as like a specialized shock weapon and save the mod for later. Alright, so Die Robot now has us going to the geothermal plant, so that's good. Special cache found in the community center. Let's find that cache of stuff. And we actually might even have... Oh, this is a companion quest. That means we might be able to get Vicar as a companion, which would be Pog. We'll take the heavy ammo. And that heavy ammo. I know I've been running around a lot. Let's just take a few moments and just appreciate as I sidestep the beauty of this landscape right here. There's lava actively rolling downhill from what seems to be that volcano. Wrecked ships and stone crags and ruined pieces of tech. This feels like a better Cyberpunk than Cyberpunk was. All right. Did I not have... Huh. Where did that thing go? The hammer.
Here they come!
good. Hunting rifle. Hell yes. Finally. Am I not allowed to unequip the pistol? Guess not. Oh, now I can, because I was holding the other one. Yes! Alright. Juice up. Alright. You need...
Yeah, huh?
some armor and a weapon. Oh. Well, I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
How's that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. The contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Was that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
We'll talk later.
On my way.
How do I... Pavarti. Companion ledger shows you everything you need about your companions. Change their gear. First, select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Oh, she has the hammer. Okay. I'm gonna borrow this from you. 7 armor, plus 5 tech. We're also gonna make sure that she gets a helmet, but... Oh, and she gets perks! Your partner gets perks! Okay, so you're definitely gonna... Cool. Alright. Sorry, Pavarti, but I've got protagonist syndrome. I definitely need the shock hammer more than you do. Use terminal. Body counts at a discount. Clement Eldridge. From J. Bartel. Clement, your theories. I find I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halcyon and all the other colonies on the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war among themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Jefferson. And the spirit of adventure. Jefferson, of course, I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives to be found out here among the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high cost of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was merely an extra leverage the Directorate needed to return the power. Okay. Lots of people have board games nowadays. Criminal activities frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen. I'll take all that. And I'll take all that. There's geometry to get around the outside if we so wanted to. But the thing we need is in here. Collector's letter. Just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery. Effective immediately. It's a shame. I was looking forward to run my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. Okay. Pretty necklace if you're into that sort of thing. Plasma rifle. Okay. Bag pick. Nice. Mods. Magazine 1. And it's a burn effect. Okay. Modifications. Special effect knockback. I need to be trying some of these weapons soon. Some energy weapons could charge for a bigger attack. Hold it to charge up energy, then release. Okay. So illustrated manual is over in a cave. Need to get that. But let's see if we can find this thing first. I also want to explore the houses here to see what's up. Adreno. 2-hour energy brew. Just remember, Autumn, that if you flunk out entirely, then I can absolutely give you gambler's insurance of 250 gold per stream. Because I want you to make sure you have a chance to try.
Here we go.
Whoa, baby. Cooldown for gambling is 30 seconds. Cartridge storing an amount of bits uses currency in the colonies. Da, 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 da. Melted this man. Plasma cutter. Okay. I might bring back the reticle. Let's see. There it is. Aim only seems right. And that's why it's so low for guns like this. Okay. If you roll a 51, you do get your money back. Why the fuck did you do that? I'm in the middle of a minefield. Am I not allowed to pick these up? Is this not... Okay.
Here we go.
That was handled so poorly. God, I'm thankful I'm at least alive. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we're healing slowly. I guess I'll save after that. Plasma cutter. When your inhaler finishes off a stack... Oh.
Get ready. Doing all right?
I feel like I need to back off the weapons by a fair degree. Plasma cutter I'll take. Try it out. That there. Cool. Alright. What the fuck is this? Coming soon, Mantiqueen. Bypass shunt. Armor parts.
Nice.
First aid room key. That's nice. Yeah, I can see what Autumn meant in terms of, like, good shit. Well, more specifically, what Ada meant in terms of, like, you know, being able to travel while unencumbered, or over-encumbered, rather, will be important. Welcome, Director Pickett. From Rosenberg. Keycard encoders back up and running. On the fritz again. In case it does break down, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers on the second floor office if you lose yours. The Trammel, please stop. Director Pickett must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development of the entire exhibit. This has to stop. Hunters and trackers limited. This latest update regarding the request for one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. We deployed a team of our highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from our office including the cost of the gravesite fee as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second Huckswing expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. I'd be like, fuck no! Yeah, 10% discount my fucking ass. Absolutely right. That's barred. Spacer's Choice. Just have to get used to the looting system and not holding down loot all the time, because sometimes it will be better to not do that. Hi, Phoenix. This is the Outer Worlds. This is Obsidian, the people who made Fallout New Vegas. This is their space game. Plain pure water. Okay. Just raiding the kitchen for everyone. Pre-sliced bread. Salt tuna. Vending machine. Offers a variety of items to purchase. Hacked skill of 20 allows you to sell items, which I do have. And restricted items can only be purchased with a hacked skill of like 40 or 60. So first off, what am I looking to buy? Plus 200% natural health regeneration. Armor rating plus 10. Movement speed and melee attack speed. So these are all like buffs and things. And these are restricted stock. Mr. Ouch. Increases damage dealt from a power attack. Changes weapon type to plasma. Decreases the noise made while moving. I also got some armor, like some riot gear. Yeah, it looks like a lot of the stuff that these guys have, they might have broken open some of the vending machines to get. Okay, go to inventory. Mechanics overalls, junior grade, port of call. Well, first off, we want a good helmet. And 4 armor, stealth skills plus 5. We're 9. This does keep up our tech skills. And medium armor, lockpick +5. Alright, so we're gonna swap back to regular old gun. Nice bypass shunt. That must be how they got through a lot of the things, just bypass shunting through. I'll take a mag pick. Just loot all this shit. Pet pills, dervish mist, a stun baton, interesting. Experimental anthracillin. Ollie toxin free. Okay, the other side here had a bar, I think. Yeah. I didn't realize that this was the unlocked side of the bar. Speaking of locked things, I don't know if I want to spend a bypass on that. We can check our character and see if hack gives anything for that. Pair weapons and armor in the inventory. So I had to prove them at the workbench. I think I'll still hold on to these. Well, it's 17 points, to be fair. I could be a lot better at something. I could find 25% more bits and containers if I wanted to. Or I could up something like this in tech. Or even range. Range could be crit damage up. 17 points is a lot to dump into anything. I think we've been doing pretty well in terms of having enough to do with all this. So I think I'm going to start upping tech. We'll figure out what it means to have a drug mixing slot for the inhaler. And yeah, we'll keep the rest for now. And we'll save before we do the shunt. Hack 25 and code first aid key card. Okay, turn to root. Logs. Emerald Vale exhibit. History of Emerald Vale. Will display the proud heritage of our settlement. Cool. This is just another way to get it if you don't want to fight your way through a bunch of bastards.
Okay, going quiet. Here we go! Wow, not even a scratch!
Cool. I'd assume that's everyone. Mock apple juice. First aid room key. Okay, so yeah, there was a few of these lying around. Saber. I'm going to be busting a lot of these downs into weapon and armor parts, which is why I'm saving them, not selling them. Just so I can repair my other shit later. Guide to Mechanical Engineering, Volume 1. What did I get with it? A dense technical primer on mechanical engineering published by Spacer's Choice. Describes the process of building a computing machine using electrodes and spectrum potatoes. Okay, well I don't expect that's precisely what we wanted. But it seems valuable that we picked that up all the same. Alright, let's head over here. Well, to be fair, we did do what we set out to do, right? Found the cache. Useful to someone, right? And now we just need to find the book. And then we can head to the geothermal plant. The fabulous Fraser brothers of the Thosbell or the Hammersmith Thunder. Alright. Make sure we save. Off with your head, sir. Good stuff. Let's see what's down here. Parts in Wardrino. Add yep, so this is what I thought, is that the Adreno has been in our inhaler, but we can add shit to that. Activates all slotted consumables simultaneously, allowing you to quickly treat injuries and enhance your abilities. So on top of just healing, I could say have base health plus 25%. So I'll slot that in there. Some fish sticks. Inhaling some fish sticks. The fuck is that thing? Seem to have angered the wildlife, Charles.
Got 'em all.
Primal hide. Okay.
Easy.
Journal of M. Bakuno. And a shock cannon. Bakunin. That's not quite spelled the same, but... What did we just get? Item repair. So we got the journal. Bypass shunt. That new thing, speed grip. We got melee attack weapon speed. Okay. And shock cannon. It's a heavy weapon. And it acts like a Tesla cannon. Fascinating. I don't know if that's very useful to me. But fascinating all the same. Alright, so retrieve the logic module, return the medicine. So how do we fast travel? Fast travel to Edgewater. Edgewater landing pad. Let's get to come now the power. Let's at least try and get to the power plant and see if we can warp there and back. Oh, and Autumn broke even. Nice. Feels... Wait, was this a legendary? The harder they fall? What was that achievement? What did I just get? Killed a mega creature. Well, no wonder it was so hard to kill. And if it wasn't for the fact I thought I was still under fire, I would have gone slower as far as reading through these things. Speedy mate barrel. Okay, nothing else critical. Ambidextrine. Okay. Like assault rifle. You know your boy's gonna try a little of that. Oh, but versus an assault rifle. Whew. Tartarus sauce. Okay, assault rifle versus light assault rifle. What's the difference? Bang. Big bang. And that is from the assault rifle is bigger bang. So that's a long gun. This is also a long gun. Stagger, 30, heavy, 18. Okay. And mechanical sentries. We can tell what kind of ammo these use, which is heavy ammo. Oh, and that's what that refers to. Okay. More mechanical sentries. Geothermal power plant discovered. Why is it directing me over here? Oh, goes, well, it's the power plant. Cool. It is very zippy. It really wants to fucking launch me. Let's go to Edgewater. We're gonna go to Edgewater and then back to our ship. And then... I think you guys know what time it might be. Oh, and there's a perk that we want too. I think I'll hold off on perks and skills and that. So, who do we think we're giving it to? As far as the Anthracillin. The guy who's literally dying, or the other chick who's going to be helping the greater good? Will we betray our initial word? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Esther in this case. Try to help the many.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Never? That's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
Who are you gonna give that medicine to? I'm curious.
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
I'll leave you be. So, journal. So, we need to retrieve a logic module. That's in the geothermal plant. We return to the Vicar. Got your thing.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got your book.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Book seems a little more important than you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Why do you think the book held the secrets you were looking for?
Bocconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bocconu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
At least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need to ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Is this all part of the Vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Trust me, Autumn. I knew that there was likely an achievement for this ship for getting all companions, so he's coming with.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
TNL companion perks, leveled up, granted a new perk. Okay. Increase your engineering skill when already in the party. Increase your chance of looting mods, in which you perform your ability to recharge some of your TTD. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack this companion. Increase the amount of threat, or increase max health. I'm going to take engineering for this. And take a look down here. Damage dealt by this companion using ranged. Base armor rating. Damage dealt would use melee. Chance to extract mods. We'll apply this one. I'm actually going to give her a slightly longer range weapon in the light assault gun.
I'll meet you on the ship.
Okay. So there's that. Got Vicar as a possible boy. So, geothermal, Adelaide. Okay. We are going back to the ship. Terror Ray. Alright, so first in here, oh, I could pick this.
Nice.
Hey. Light assault rifle. Nice. Also encumbered. Less nice. Can I put things in storage, or is that not an option for the ship right now? At least for right now, we're going to break down all these sentry sabers. And these trip blades. A revolver, huh? Tech skills, hack. Tech skills, but better. Okay. Is that... They do give you a repair all equipped option, which is pretty nice. Just not certain I want to do that, though. I think it's only this one that I want to repair. And then tinker. Just using bits to do that? Okay.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Probably good to do. Something here. We'll do companion deadly demonstrations. Hang on. The Outer Worlds store stuff. Okay. So I need to finish this quest to get unlimited space. That's fine. Didn't mean to do that, but well. Alright. So we'll plant ourselves fast travel right over here. But afterwards, we're actually going to back off and save it. Because I have all of my vampire-loving friends here. So I think it's high time to at least take a little tiptoe step. Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampire sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this video game, and no rats were harmed during the making of this game. Alright. Let's do it. In Vampire, every action you take has consequences. Use an autosave system. Take responsibility for your actions. We're doing normal mode. Character progression is faster if you kill civilians. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. That is a hell of an introduction.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is war but enslaved spirit? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Very well spoken man, Jesus. Excuse me while I die over here.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
I smell blood.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
I mean, she did say vaguely, "Oh my God, it's you. I knew you were alive." A little hard to hear, but that was said.
My sweet brother. What have you
Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. No. No.
I knew this woman for less time, and yeah, I still feel awful.
It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Oh, we just got shot. Does that matter?
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
Then maybe run? Jump?
This can't be happening. No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill the thing! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Well, first we gotta do a Jean Valjean and fucking
Who are you?
peace.
Stupid beast! Sorry.
It does occur to me that I could try to be running by these people instead of killing them. Is this gonna be a fucking Undertale situation where...
No, please, stop!
the more I kill,
Who are you?
the easier combat is, but the worse my ending is.
What do you want?
I mean, even like Deus Ex Human Revolution and its combat tutorial, there's an achievement incumbent upon not
I mean you know
killing.
I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
And fire.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
It'd be awesome if it teach me how.
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
A letter? Fire and sun. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught into rays of daylight, but it hurts them good, really good. I personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what had happened when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it. And when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the good way to kill it for good. Weaknesses of vampires. Collectibles and lore documentation. It's nicely organized, which I appreciate. 5 shillings. This is London, after all, the worst country. London is my country. Thank you, Anaya. Thank you.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Seems like a more plot important way to go.
I can almost feel the sun's rays like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Psychometry is pretty cool, at least. A bottle of alcohol. Interesting. Aside from attacking people, it's not quite sure what a lot of the gameplay involves aside from walking around and running for your life and trying to kill people.
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me?
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
More shillings. Was this an Undertaker? That's one of those blood letters.
need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Break style.
No, it never got easy.
You can see the puncture wounds on his neck. Use revolver. A reliable service revolver. And you could level it, I guess? One hand, two hands, offhand. Weapons and modules, samples and ingredients. Serums and treatments. Junk, good resale value, could be recycled for components. Average resale value. And quest items. Bloody Diary. 15th of October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. Heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. Some kind of mechanical shovel. Maybe I should go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. Told me they're digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry's been closed and there are no more jobs nearby. Went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. Took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. Found no drugs, only a few syringes. And some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow? But so far, and I fear leaving my life for so long. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She's so frail now it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night, as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd. Could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for it to die now. It would not be long. I pray to God it will end soon. 24th. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. 25th. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. Fuck. So, Becky was probably a vampire. Threw up the soup because she craved blood.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
At least have the good sense to turn out the candle, man.
So be it.
We don't have ammo, do we? From here to eternity. Cass, I love you, but stop with the fucking pop-ups or I'm gonna turn them off entirely. And we just shot ourselves. Oh my god. All y'all. Okay. Hang on. Nope, don't skip. Hang on. Okay. Managed. Let's bring chat back up.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is. As mad as the moon. Obtains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Autophagy. 200 healing. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Is that all I have? Cost 10. Seems like the only option I have. Oh, use the power of his blood to heal normal and aggravated damage. With time, this vampiric ability can be extremely powerful and sure to surprise any unwary vampire hunter. We think of vampires as immortal, but if you can block their natural regenerative capabilities, they are more vulnerable than you think. Oh, that's cool. 1300, level 6 required. Aggressive. Claws. Blood Spear. Or Shadow Mist. I'm gonna do Blood Spear. It's 1,000. And confirm.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Where is it? Close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here! My head's spinning.
It's locked, all right.
Use stake. Offhand weapons could be used by pressing Y. They have attacks with special effects.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Use Y to inflict stun. Press A to bite a stunned enemy. Biting an enemy provides you with blood. To use skills and refills your health gauge.
A strength I never knew I had. Every fiber of my being is a fire.
Trying to dodge.
Learning the limits of my body.
There we go.
Reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Lead plate and shillings. That's a blood spear, huh? And I could just tap A and shadow step. It uses blood though. Southwark, district status staple. Be really good if we could, you know, escape detection maybe? Or is it going to be like this the whole game? Like, we will instantly be known. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. This is World War I. When was World War I? Well, they said 1919, right?
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
More shillings. Oh.
This is despicable.
You can snack on rats.
I cannot enter. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
But yeah, what I was saying is that in Deus Ex Human Revolution, there's an achievement that's at least partially inspired by, like, you don't kill anyone, and that includes the people in the opening tutorial.
What will London have to say to me?
Now I'm gonna be a monster in this playthrough.
So many questions unanswered.
Limehouse Dock.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Yeah, but what if I, like,
It's
went
locked.
here, though? Can't give me a path and side options and expect me not to at least peruse the side options first.
There is no one in sight. Where has everyone gone? According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
A new hideout is available in this district. Check on your map to locate it. Here? Found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at the workbench. Stash, refill all? On a workbench you can craft medical treatments to heal 6 citizens, serums to boost yourself, or weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. Treatment for fatigue. Used to carry a 6 citizen during a dialogue. Anemia. And sepsis. Unfortunately, I have access to nothing. Aside from these. Well, we'll need glass vials. So we should definitely recycle that at the very least. Aggressive hunters don't count as citizens for the purposes of the achievement. You can kill them all you like. That's wondrous news.
That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant. At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle. My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Long night?
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Same.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
yes?
No funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Understood.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle, then.
I feel like I still want to talk to people, though.
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
I can take a hint.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
This is no place for you. Priwen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. Would anyone?
that's something I can do for you.
Shut the door behind you, you animal.
And
Dr. Edgar Swansea.
who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
It's gonna be seen as bad practice to steal his shit.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters.
It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Hint required.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered a hint. Reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you'll earn if you feed on this citizen. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. Tom Watts.
You again. What can I do for you?
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much.
He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay? I told you all there was to know.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
I see the correct boat. We're gonna look in the others. Can't really get into them per se.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
Pruin orders. Objective: multiple deaths in the docks region. They believe a Nazi leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. According to recent reports, the vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the leech.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This Bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Blood there. Pruitt Gunner, Brawler. Could see them in a limited sense. Can I stealth in this game at all? What? Why here?
Over there!
Oh. Well, that certainly makes it quick. Just nosh on him. Equip and press Y to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard and stun.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Except back to a warm fire. Shut that foolish mouth. Not a good place for a stroll. Go back home, idiot! All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast. Over there!
Aluminum shards and lead plates. defeat on someone soon. This blood spear is incredibly powerful, though. Screws and aluminum powders. Spot enemies display their cards. 4 types of resistances: melee, ranged, blood, and shadow. Orange is medium, red is high. Oh god, that's an evil thought, Anaya. Turn a vampire hunter. So I need to remember the controls. How do I actually swap weapon? Okay. Do I need to equip it? The gun. New practices and new tactics. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight is that they can't go out in the day. Thus we hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to killing intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary. It costs us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they are vulnerable, when they hunt at night. It's much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the Guard of Pruin must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches. Small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advances, modern communications. You can learn many things from the war in France. New strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry. Grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and flamethrower. It's time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. Huh. Fascinating. Alright. Make sure these guys are done and dusted. And it's back onto the blood trail. Should forget that fire executioner, though. Rats and hideouts. Rats are often located near hideouts. Using senses will help you to locate them more easily. God, that flicker is awful. Holy shit. Get that off screen. Jesus. Common handle parts and lead plates. Let's see if I can do anything to upgrade. You can upgrade your weapons to a new level with the required ingredients. It'll inflict more damage and you'll gain more access to customization slots. Use machete, common handle part, and lead plate. Or enhance damage by 10%, decrease stamina. Personally quite a fan of upgrading the stake, but lacking that. Common trigger part and spring. So you can upgrade it like this constantly. Good to know. Work in progress. And now I can do that. Spring, screw, and grease. Springs we might need, but we might also need to sell it. Okay. Tactical. Spring. Supernatural move to your target, cause damage on landing. Drain your stamina to fade in the shadows, become invisible. Moving the state will drain you of more stamina. Oh, I've got new ones here. Increase your health, increase your stamina, increase your blood capacity, increase your blood absorption. Yeah, give me that one. And bite. Damage inflicted with a bite and your life regeneration when using a bite. We're going for a bite build, ladies and gentlemen. Knife annex. Don't worry, I'm going to be heading to bed soon, shortly. Following night. Level 4. I'm going to guess that's what that means in the top left. Very interesting, though. Very, very interesting. Alright. So, I'll talk with you guys tomorrow. Still off work. For better or worse, for the work. And we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how much more of Vampiro will play, because Outer Worlds and Control might take up my preference. But at the very least, we've got a lot of good games that we've stuck our toe in. So there's plenty to be hyped about.